for coming, everyone. And I wanted to thank 1111 for choosing my story. I appreciate it. I'm going to read an excerpt from the story that's in 1111. It's called The Becoming, and it is about a man who may or may not be going crazy. Driving, Charlie is white-knuckled and tense, hard on the pedals, slow to brake. Overnight, his left hand had phased out. His left leg is gone up to the knee. Charlie squints at the curve of the steering wheel, where his wrist rests against the leather, at where his hand should be, as though determination and concentration can conjure it back to existence. He squints his eyes and wrinkles his brow. Nothing happens. He brakes hard to avoid rear-ending another car at a red light. His parents live on an exaggeratedly bucolic tree-lined street just a short distance outside the city. After Charlie moved out, his mother replaced him with a brood of chickens. He noses his car into the driveway, kicking up gravel and puffs of gray dirt. The dumb birds strut and peck, flapping their wings and squawking to announce his arrival. Inside the house are two practical people. Here is their orderly home, outmoded and proudly decorated, but comfortable. Charlie's mother hugs him hard and long. His father shouts, "Hiya, Chucky," from his recliner. Charlie is their only child, after a string of almosts. They don't see him enough, even though he lives nearby. He stands timidly in the foyer, massaging the webbing between his right thumb and forefinger. "Always fidgeting," his mother says. "And why are you wearing gloves and long pants in this heat?" She doesn't wait for an answer and totters into the kitchen, into the commingling aromas of onions and beef. His father turns up the television's volume. "I'll wait until after dinner," Charlie thinks. But eating proves difficult. He isn't sure how to hold his fork and manipulate the knife at the same time. The water glass is a dead weight. His parents chew slowly and make polite conversation. They are like twins in a way. Their faces have taken on the same wrinkles and droops. They both wear khaki cargo shorts and crisp white shirts, no matter the season. Their wedding bands are fused into their flesh, surrounding the surrounding skin puffy and ashen. Both parents have gone gray in the same way. They both push their glasses into thinning hair, and when it is time to use them, they search frantically until the glasses are found, just there above their foreheads, and exhale the same sighs of relief. His mother says, "Is something wrong?" Charlie begins to weep. "I'm going crazy," he says. "I must be." He inches the glove off his left hand, holds it flat out in the center of the table. His parents lean in over their plates and stare. "What?" his father says. "What is it?" His father's touch is rough. He jabs at Charlie's hand as if poking a dead animal, and Charlie flinches. "What's the matter with you?" The father inspects the son's hand, presses on the joints, bends and tugs on each digit. "Don't you see?" Charlie says. "It's not there anymore. It's like I lost it somehow." His father shrugs. "Well, there's a hand, Charles. A fine hand with my DNA in it." Charlie raises his leg and plunks it on the table. The dishware and cutlery jump and settle. He rolls up his pant leg and pulls off his sock. He's like any amputee now. The hump of his thigh hovers miserably near the table's edge. His mother searches his calf, palpates it with her soft palms. She strokes the veiny top of Charlie's foot. She pets each of his toes. She folds her hands against her chest and sits back in her chair. "Charlie," she says, "be honest with me. Are you on something?" His father harumphs in agreement. "Have you been getting enough sleep? I bet old Susan is working you too hard. Maybe you need a break. Come home and stay with us for a few days." Charlie shakes his head. He looks to his mother. They search each other's eyes for a long moment. "We're just not getting it, Charlie," his mother sighs. "Are you sure you're all right?" At home, Charlie looks at himself. His body is a blotchy curiosity reflected in the mirror, like a word repeated so often that it begins to sound strange and fall apart. His left leg is gone up to the hip. The right is well on its way. Curiously, the upper portion of his right arm is intact, though on the opposite side he has no visible limb, nor shoulder. The slice of his neck is carved out in the shape of a shallow bowl. He twists his head back and forth, gives it a rough massage. Portions of his torso are scooped out at random. A bit of his right ear has vanished. A dent in his right shoulder offers a panoramic view of the scene behind him: the bathtub, its curtain, the empty towel rack. When he brings his good hand to one of the gaps in his chest, he expects to pass through himself, but he is stopped by flesh and bone, the rippled surface of his sternum, and springy pectoral muscle. He sits on the edge of the tub with the phone in one hand and the business card his mother gave him after dinner. The card is unimpressive. The therapist's name is less remarkable, even with its string of honorifics: Toby Smith, Ph.D., LCSW, MFT. Dr. Smith's voice is obnoxiously comforting. "Hello, Charles," he says. "I understand your mother suggested you call me. I go by Charlie." "Okay, Charlie. I've heard you've been having some trouble lately." "I know what you're trying to do," Charlie says. "And what is that?" "Get me to tell you I'm insane." "Are you insane?" Charlie hangs up. The next two calls are from his mother, pleading and on the verge of tears, and his father, wanting to be upset with someone. Charlie presses buttons on the phone. "I'm glad you called back, Charlie. After speaking more in depth with your mother, I think you should come in for a visit." "God, why would I do that?" "I think it would be better for both of us. I'm an adult. I have things to do. I can't just go to your office and talk, dismantle my childhood and all that. You've already talked to my mother." Dr. Smith coughs softly. "Well, Charlie, we can talk about anything you like." "I seem to be disappearing. What do you think of that?" "Thank you."